Today, we are diving into a really powerful idea. It's a piece of wisdom from one of history's greatest minds that can totally change how you look at, well, pretty much every challenge that comes your way. So let's get right into it. Here it is. Simple, right? In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, from Albert Einstein. Now, a lot of us have probably heard this quote before, but let's be honest, how many of us actually live by it? What does it really mean to find an opportunity when you're, right in the thick of a setback? And that's the real question, isn't it? I mean, the world is constantly throwing stuff our way. So how do we actually train our brains to spot the opening, to see the chance to grow, instead of just seeing a giant wall in front of us? Let's break down exactly how to do that. Okay. First up, let's unpack the hidden power inside these few words. Because this isn't just some feel-good quote you see on a motivational poster. Nope, it's more like a roadmap for your mind, a strategy that can completely reframe how you handle problems. So the core idea is this. Difficulty forces us to think differently. It kind of shoves us out of our comfort zone and makes us adapt, innovate, and learn new things. When you look at it that way, your biggest obstacles aren't really roadblocks at all. They're more like launch pads for your next big step. Now, to really get the weight of this idea, it helps to understand the mind it came from. So let's talk about the man behind the famous hair and all those formulas. Who was he? And what in his own life made him see problems this way? We all know the name, right? Albert Einstein, the German-born physicist who pretty much became the dictionary definition of genius. But his influence went way beyond science. He became this global icon whose wisdom on life was just as powerful as his theories. I mean, this is the guy who completely changed how we understand space, time, gravity, the universe itself. So yeah, when someone who literally redefined reality tells you that difficulty holds opportunity, it's probably a good idea to pay attention. And his entire life was guided by these core principles. Things like relentless curiosity and thinking for himself weren't just nice ideas to him. They were the actual tools that let him see the universe in a whole new way. And perseverance? Oh man, that was key. He spent years having his groundbreaking ideas dismissed by other scientists. But he didn't see that rejection as failure. He saw it as a difficulty that gave him the opportunity to make his work even stronger. He really believed imagination was just as important as knowledge. And that's the secret ingredient to finding those hidden opportunities. Okay, so that was then. What about now? Why should a century-old quote from a physicist matter to us in our crazy, fast-paced, modern lives? Well, the truth is, this idea has never been more important. Our world is just full of uncertainty and rapid change. Being able to find an opportunity in the middle of a mess isn't just a nice skill to have anymore. It's an essential survival skill. I mean, think about it. Whether it's a setback at your job, the pressure of school, or just a personal struggle you're going through, difficulty is everywhere. It's a constant. These aren't just abstract problems, they're woven right into our daily lives. So here's the bottom line. Every difficulty gives you a choice. You're at a fork in the road. You can approach it with fear, see only the setback, fight against the change, and just dwell on the problem. Or you can approach it with courage. See it as a chance to grow, adapt to what's happening, and actually focus on solving the problem. So how do we actually do that? How do we pick the courage path? Well, this is where we get practical. Let's put together a daily toolkit with 5 real, actionable ways you can put Einstein's wisdom to work for you. First up, stay flexible. When your plans just fall apart, and they will, the goal is to pivot, not panic. Second, use setbacks as fuel. Take all that "I can't believe this is happening" energy and turn it into, okay, watch what I do next. Third, become an active problem solver. Make a conscious choice to stop focusing on what's wrong and start brainstorming what you can do about it. Number 4 is all about building resilience. And that means really truly accepting that failure isn't the end. It's just data for your next try. And finally, take initiative. Sometimes the toughest moments force us to look around and discover a brand new path we never would have even seen otherwise. So, as we wrap this up, let's think about what's next. Because let's be real, another obstacle is always just around the corner. And how we decide to frame it, well, that's everything. Look, the goal isn't to avoid difficulty. That's just impossible. The real goal is to learn how to transform those obstacles into the very things that lead to your progress, your growth, and your development. So I'll just leave you with this question to carry with you.
The next time you're facing a challenge, doesn't matter if it's big or small, just take a breath and ask yourself, okay, where's the opportunity hiding in here? What can I find?